How do there, guys, and welcome back to Edgar TV, and today we're going to look at some masterful counting. This is for your higher end players, your more advanced elite sort of players who are looking for that small edge and that small way of getting that little bit of a fraction. Look at the averages in darts. If you look on the Pro Tour, the top 100 averages, there's not much between the players all the way through there. It comes down to a small fraction and a small margin. So if we can give ourselves a little bit of an advantage in the routes we go and the counting methods we use, then bonus. And what I'm going to do, as I watch the darts, when I see these situations come up, I'm going to clip them or photo them or do whatever and then share with you some alternate things. So if we have a look at this situation that came up in last night's Grand Prix match, James Wade wants 181 points. And he has scored here a treble 20 and a single 20. This means he wants 101. This situation can come up a lot of times in darts. So, for example, if you hit a 140, a 140, and then the two trebles, you've left on that 101. So the 221 down to the 101. If you've got one dart in your hand at that 101 situation, we can buy ourselves more opportunities and a greater playing area and bigger targets to go for just by changing the target we throw for. So with that 101 in hand, and you got one dart, we throw out the 20s, we get the treble 20, we leave ourselves 41. We hit the single 20, we leave ourselves 81. This is the bit we need to look at to change. So the 81 breaks down as so: a treble 19 to a double 12, a treble 15 to a double 18. If you miss that first treble though and you hit the single, your only option in a tight game where you've got to be giving yourself the opportunity to win that leg is 12 for the bull or 16 for the bull, depending which one that first target is at. However, if from that 101 situation you just make a little change, we've got two options here. That last dart, I can go at the 25 or the bull, which will leave me 51 or 76. Still gives me the two dart out option, or I can go for the 19s, which will leave me 82 or 44, both of which still give me that two dart out shot possibility. Single 19 leaves 82. Let's go with that. Let's say I've hit the single 19 and I've left myself the 82. The 82 is a much easier shot to take than the 81. 81 is the hardest shot of the lower shots, because the chances are, unless we get the treble, we're going to be on the bullseye. It's the lowest shot possible, which probably leaves us on the bull. Just keep that in mind as we go through these options and we talk through the 82. So this is Edgar TV, I'm not scientific. So what I did, and this is an average, this is a rough average, is I cut out some trebles. So this is the size of the treble, and I cut out some little bullseyes as well. And I measured them against the different targets to give us the routes. So if we look at this one here, I can fit 2.8 trebles into the bullseye, which means the bullseye is that much bigger for the bullseye and the 25 than the treble. So the treble is a much smaller target. So if we take that first dart on an 81, I can throw at the treble 19 or the treble 15, or I can throw at a target that I can fit 2.8 size of the target into that area for the 25 or the bull. That will give me either the bullseye leaves me 32, or I can go 17 for tops. So it gives me the opportunity to go out in two darts, or it makes my last dart a dart at the double rather than a dart at the bull if I miss that first dart. That is significant for this reason. I can take my little bullseye and I can chop it down, and I can roughly fit 3.5 of those little bullseyes in any double on the dartboard. So that means I'm getting a target that is 2.8 bigger to a single to a target that is 3.5 times bigger. So in terms of the percentages, I've actually got a much better route just by using that 19 on the last dart. That, guys, is the first show on masterful counting. I'll give you some more of these breakdowns. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like on it. If there's something you haven't quite understood or got to grips with, do leave a comment in the comment section. I do answer as many of those as possible, but just think on that 101, the 20 leaves you a much harder route and much smaller targets. And I'll catch you all soon, guys, for some more Edgar TV. Edgar TV.